Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Goff going to shift them around. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air again. Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They start the drive with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Shakir hauls it in. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team scouting, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 15. Has his man. It's Shakir. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And now his yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Back to throw, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions had 10-3 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 63 yards. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd and 16.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Hardy. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman from 6 yards away.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Goff now looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Goff now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Goff. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
To kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here comes 2nd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Cook.
Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Shakir. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they had as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir,
34 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he will finally be taken down with just a massive play there to get him to the outskirts of field goal range.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pushing his way through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And complete right side to Cook. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle.
Here's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared.